You have a big task to complete. You know it's important. You know it'll improve your life. But instead of starting, you scroll through your phone, watch another episode, or tell yourself, I'll do it later. Hours, maybe even days pass, and now you're stressed, overwhelmed, and scrambling at the last minute. Sound familiar? If so, you're not alone. Procrastination is one of the biggest roadblocks to success. But what if I told you that breaking free from procrastination is easier than you think? By the end of this video, you'll have a step-by-step strategy to stop putting things off and finally get things done. Let's dive in. The key to overcoming procrastination is understanding that it is a habit, not a personality trait. You are not just a procrastinator by nature. Rather, you have developed certain behaviors that lead you to put things off. But just as habits are formed, they can also be broken. Procrastination thrives in the absence of structure. Without clear deadlines or immediate consequences, tasks feel optional, and that's when avoidance sets in. The first step toward breaking free is recognizing the excuses you tell yourself, whether it's waiting for motivation, needing the perfect conditions, or telling yourself you work better under pressure. These excuses hold you back, but action is the only way forward. Take control. The more productive and less stressed you'll feel. There are 3 main reasons why people procrastinate. Fear of failure. You avoid tasks because you're afraid you won't do them well. Lack of motivation. You wait for inspiration instead of taking action. Feeling overwhelmed. The task seems so big that you don't know where to start. The good news? You can overcome all of these. Step 1. Break it down. One of the biggest reasons we procrastinate is because tasks feel too overwhelming. Instead of focusing on the entire project, break it into smaller, manageable steps. Let's say you need to write a report. Instead of thinking about the whole report, start with outlining just the main points. Then focus on writing just the introduction. Small steps feel less intimidating and build momentum. Start with the easiest task first. If you're struggling to begin, pick something simple. Something so easy that it feels almost effortless. Maybe it's writing a single sentence, opening the document, or organizing your workspace. By starting with an easy win, you create momentum that carries over into bigger tasks. Step 2. Use the 5-minute rule. This rule is simple. Tell yourself you'll work on a task for just 5 minutes. Once you start, you'll often keep going. Getting started is the hardest part, but by committing to just 5 minutes, you trick your brain into action, and that momentum carries you forward. This works because our minds often exaggerate the difficulty of tasks. We assume that something will take hours and feel exhausting, but once we begin, we realize it's not as hard as we thought. The hardest part is the transition, from inaction to action. By giving yourself permission to stop after 5 minutes, you lower the pressure, and before you know it, you're making real progress. 5 minutes is usually enough to break through mental resistance and get into the flow of work. And even if you stop after 5 minutes, you've still done more than if you hadn't started at all. Step 3. Eliminate distractions. Let's be real. Our environment plays a huge role in whether we stay focused or not. If your phone is constantly buzzing with notifications, or if you work in a messy, cluttered space, distractions will pull you away. The solution? Create a focus zone. Put your phone in another room, use noise-canceling headphones, and set up a clean workspace. Also, try using website blockers if you're easily distracted online. Distractions come in many forms: technology, background noise, even other people. If you want to maximize focus, you need to take control of your surroundings. Consider implementing a structured work environment by using techniques such as the Pomodoro technique, which involves working in focused intervals, followed by short breaks. This helps train your brain to concentrate for extended periods without burning out. Another strategy is to schedule deep work sessions. Dedicated time blocks where you eliminate all external interruptions. The fewer decisions your brain has to make about avoiding distractions, the more mental energy you can put toward your actual tasks. Additionally, minimizing distractions isn't just about removing external interruptions. It's about managing internal distractions too. If you find yourself mentally wandering, practice mindfulness by taking a few deep breaths and refocusing on your work. Training your mind to resist the urge to check your phone or daydream will significantly boost your productivity over time. Remember, distractions are often habits themselves. The more you train yourself to resist them, the easier it becomes to focus effortlessly. Step 4. Use the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule is a game changer for productivity. Many people fall into the trap of working hard without working smart. They spend too much time on tasks that don't contribute much to their goals. leaving them feeling exhausted but unaccomplished. The key to overcoming this is task prioritization. Make a list of your daily responsibilities and ask yourself, which of these will move me forward the fastest? Once you identify your high-impact tasks, tackle those first before working on anything else. This rule is especially effective for those who feel overwhelmed by a long to-do list. Instead of trying to check off every small, unimportant task, focus on the essential few that will yield the greatest results. For example, if you're an entrepreneur, spending hours adjusting your website's design might not be as impactful as making direct sales calls or improving your product. Apply the 80-20 mindset to everything you do, and you'll achieve greater results with less effort. Step 5. Create accountability. Accountability is one of the strongest motivators when it comes to beating procrastination. It's easy to justify putting things off when no one is watching. But when you make a public commitment or involve another person, it changes the stakes. Having someone check in on your progress keeps you accountable and makes it much harder to procrastinate. There are multiple ways to build accountability into your routine. You can partner with a friend, share your goals publicly, or even use apps that track your progress and reward you for meeting deadlines. Another method is to gamify your productivity. For instance, set a reward system where you can treat yourself after completing important tasks. This turns work into something engaging rather than daunting. If you struggle with personal accountability, consider professional guidance such as a mentor or coach who will help keep you on track. Remember, the goal is to create an environment where procrastination is no longer an option. The more structures you put in place to hold yourself accountable, the more consistent and productive you'll become. Perfectionism fuels procrastination. Many of us delay tasks because we want them to be perfect. But perfection is an illusion. It keeps us stuck. Shift your mindset from perfection to progress. It's better to finish something imperfectly than never finish at all. You have many excuses, but the truth is, you just need to start. Don't wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect energy. The perfect moment is now. Action leads to clarity, motivation, and confidence. Now that you have the tools to overcome procrastination, how do you stay consistent? The answer: celebrate small wins. Every time you complete a task, no matter how small, reward yourself. It could be a 5-minute break, a snack, or simply acknowledging your progress. Success breeds motivation. Procrastination doesn't define you. Your ability to take action does. Imagine yourself a month from now. If you apply these steps, you'll be more productive, more confident, and less stressed. It all starts with a decision to start now, not later. So, which side of the screen do you want to be on? The one stuck in endless procrastination, or the one taking control of your life? The choice is yours. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What's the one task you'll commit to doing today? Let's take action together.